Hello, and welcome to the Community Shares of Illinois interview sessions, the podcast where we give our members a chance to talk about their wonderful organizations and the meaningful work they're doing. With us today, we have Dawn Longfellow from Wesley Food Pantry. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Andrew?
Doing good. Glad to have you on the show. Thank you for coming. And so we'll start off kind of easy. How long have you been with Wesley Food Pantry?
So I've been with the pantry about 8 years now. The pantry started in 2006, and I originally came on as the operations manager, and am now the director. And so, yeah, we've been 16 years plus in this community.
That's great. Nice long run. I hope it continues for a very long time. Uh, so, if you don't mind, could you tell us about the kind of work that Wesley Food Pantry does?
Sure. So when we first started, we started a traditional pantry, but with evening hours. So we're located on the Green and Goodwin Champaign-Urbana campus of the University of Illinois. And when we first started, it was specifically to address the need for evening hours and folks that were looking for food assistance that were also working during the day, and jobs that didn't have the kind of flexibility where people could go line up for traditional pantry hours. So we opened then a once a month, your traditional show up, get groceries, and leave kind of pantry. We've now grown into locations specifically for students on the U of I campus, as well as a location at Parkland College, which is the community college in Champaign. And so we have weekly distributions at all three of those locations where we give out food in a shopping style. So it's really important to us to let folks kind of pick what they want, what they love, what they like, what they know their family's going to eat, and just address each person individually.
Wonderful. That sounds great. Do you have a favorite part of Wesley Food Pantry's mission and what you've been doing there?
Yeah, I think what we try to focus on, like I intimated there, was just the individuals. And I think that's the special part about our mission is that, it's easy to hand somebody a box of food and think that you're addressing the problem, but each individual person is so different and their stories are different, and they matter. And so it's truly getting to know each person and feeling like you've made a difference in that one person's life is by far the most rewarding and special thing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Having that personal touch. That sounds fantastic. So now here's a part I'll shamelessly plug and say, do you have like a favorite part of being a member of Community Shares or a most helpful part that you enjoy?
We've been I'm not sure exactly how long we've been with Community Shares, but it's been the entire 8 years that I've been here at least. So we are a long-term partner.
Definitely.
And it's really important to us to be able to kind of corroborate with all the smaller nonprofits, both in town and the others in the state that Community Share supports, because it's harder and harder to compete in a marketing landscape, and that we can pool resources and do that really helps us keep the money going to the folks that we're trying to help. So it really allows us to kind of pool resources in a way that we wouldn't be able to do on our own.
Excellent. Thank you for the answer to that one. And then we'll kind of wrap it up with one. I'll let you speak on how people can help your organization the best, how the donations to Wesley Food Pantry can help. Anything really that you want to talk about on that.
Yeah, so the biggest majority of funding for our organization comes from individual donors. So just, the small donations that people make, both through Community Shares and elsewhere individually, is the bulk of our funding. And so we survive with partnerships and food donations and food drives and those kind of donations that people think of. But if we want to be able to really support individual needs, we may have to go out and purchase produce in the middle of winter, or purchase individual microwavable meals for our elderly seniors who are really trying to just use the microwave and not have to cook a big meal. So those are things that are traditionally harder to get just donated. We have to go out and purchase those. So those donations really start to add up and help us fill those gaps to be able to get things for people that really work for their needs and their lifestyle, and not forcing my needs and my food tastes on the folks that we see. So that's really the place where financial support helps us really meet our mission.
Definitely. Well, other than that, I want to thank you very much, Dawn, for coming and being on the podcast today. I want to tell everybody out there, Wesley Food Pantry has, like Dawn said, they've been with us for a long time here at Community Shares. Wonderful member, very supportive of everything we've tried to do, and vice versa, I guess. But so if anybody's out there, please, look up Wesley Food Pantry, give them a hand. You can also find on our website, communitysharesillinois.org, we have links to all of our members. So please do lend a hand to this wonderful organization. And otherwise, once again, thank you, Dawn, for being here on the show. And we'll see you again next time on Community Shares of Illinois Member Spotlights.